Hey guys, okay, so today we are on video 8 for our new coach training group, and today we're going to be talking about everything rank advancement, recruiting, growing your team, and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you guys can see my presentation. Where is it? Let's try this. Okay. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see this and hopefully it will show the slides changing and everything so it actually works this time. Okay, so first things first, rank advancement, what is it? So when you join Beachbody, you just become a regular coach. The first rank advancement that you are going to see is called Emerald Rank. And that is the first rank that you get whenever you start growing your team. And that is just 2 coaches under you. So we will get into the whole left leg, right leg thing. I'm sure you've heard other coaches talk about this if you've watched any other videos. But it's when you have 1 coach on your left leg and 1 coach on your right leg that are your personally sponsored coaches. If you ever look in your downline, you might see other coaches underneath you, and it's because if I'm your personally sponsored, or if I'm your upline coach, it's because I may have put people underneath you, stuff like that. But in order to go Emerald, you have to have 2 coaches that you personally sponsored underneath you. And the great thing about Emerald is that's when you start to really see, income coming in without having to sell things. You get something called cycle bonuses, and it's $14 a cycle for Emerald coaches. And that just means every single time that your team below you reaches, and it doesn't have to be just your personally sponsored, it could be also the coaches that I put underneath you. But whenever all those coaches, including yourself, gets to 300 personal volume, you'll get what's called a cycle bonus. So if your team gets 900 personal volume, and you can always see what your personal volume is for that week in your coach online office on the back, in your back office, you can see on the left-hand side, it will say personal or your volume. So, and I will show you guys how to do that if you need to know how to do it, but it's in there so you can always know what it is. But every time your team hits 300 personal volume, you get a $14 cycle bonus. So, and it adds up really quickly, you guys, because as we know, just 1 Shakeology order is 900 personal volume. So if everybody on your team is getting, their Shakeology at once, that could be, 600 personal volume, and that's, just $28 extra. But what you get with becoming Emerald is leads. You will start to see that if you look in your back office, you'll see you have like 1 new customer. And you'll click on that, and it'll be someone maybe that you probably don't even remotely know who it is. And those people are the people who have purchased a Beachbody product or a program or something like that from the infomercial, or they purchased it online, and they don't have a coach. And as we know, Beachbody always says that they give you, with any program that they have, you get a free Beachbody coach. So they will send you these leads of people that you can follow up with and be their coach and, help put them on your team and stuff like that. So it's just other ways to earn income without you having to go out and seek other people, which is awesome. And everyone always says this, Brady Botts always says this, and it's so true, that Emerald is totally a decision. You just have to decide that this is what you want to do, and then you think of 2 people to put underneath you. It can be as easy as setting up, your husband or your best friend or your mom or a parent underneath you to be a coach because you want them to do the program. They'll get 25% off on all of their Shakeology orders, stuff like that. Or someone that is using Shakeology that wants to get a discount on it. All it takes is a decision and saying, you know what, this week I'm going to find 2 people. I'm going to get 2 people signed up to be a coach, and you're Emerald. And then you start receiving all of those extra tidbits from, Beachbody that will help you grow your business and earn more money. A good goal to go Emerald is to do it within the first 30 days of you joining the business, just because, like I said, it is a decision. It doesn't take a ton of work to get 2 people. It's just 2 people. Again, my first 2 people was my best friend and my husband. So it's that easy for you to go Emerald and start seeing that extra money come in. Okay, so your next rank is going to be Ruby, and I'm just going to talk about Ruby and Diamond rank together because not a lot of people see Ruby rank. A lot of people skip straight from Emerald to Diamond. But ruby rank is when you have 2 emeralds underneath you, and then you have 2 other just maybe discount coaches underneath you. Diamond, on the other hand, is 2 emeralds underneath you, and then 4 discount coaches in addition to those emeralds underneath you. But most people don't ever get to ruby, because by the time you have 2 emeralds on your team, you have enough coaches to become a diamond. So most people skip right over it. But this diamond is where you really, really, really want to be in your business. It's because you're a business builder officially within Beachbody. You're starting to grow your team. You're starting to see real income come in. You're starting to, you know, build a network. You're starting to help so many more people as an organization. And also your cycle bonuses, you guys, they go up from $14 to $18 a cycle. So again, anytime you hit 300 personal volume, anytime your team hits 300 volume, you get, instead of $14, you get $18 a cycle. But this time you get qualified leads. And what qualified leads is, whenever Beachbody or someone buys a program or whatever, you don't just get the lead, you also get the commission from Beachbody. So when those people went and purchased, you know, a program, or they purchased, you know, Shakeology or something like that, you end up getting that free commission without even having to know them or know anything about them. Whatever, that money still comes into you on a weekly basis whenever you're a diamond coach. And you also get what is called a matching bonus. So whenever you get 2 emeralds underneath you, anytime those emeralds receive a cycle bonus, you're going to get a 10% matching bonus of whatever they got. So say, you know, I got a $36, you know, cycle bonus. My upline coach, Lauren, will get a $3.60 matching bonus for it. So you can see how all these things put together between the cycle bonuses, the qualified leads, that extra commission, the matching bonus, all that stuff adds up to a lot of income. And this is when you really start to see that this is a business, that your income starts growing on a weekly basis, and you really start to see, you know, the fruits of your labor. And a great goal for, you know, to be diamond or ruby is 60 to 90 days, they say. So I know people have done it faster. I know people who've done it slower. So it just completely depends on you, and depends on, you know, your work ethic and how many people you can reach out to. So that's all about the ranking. Okay, so let's talk about recruiting. So you're probably thinking, where do I find these coaches? Because I want to grow my team, obviously. So the biggest place to find coaches are in your challenge groups. You are going to want to see who are your rock stars. Who are the people who are posting in the group the most? Who are the ones that are working out, who are loving the programs, who are drinking Shakeology, who are encouraging other people, who are commenting on other people's posts, helping other people out. Those are the people that you need to reach out to and say to them, you know what, you are doing exactly what a Beachbody coach does. You're just not getting paid for it. So those are the people you 100% want to reach out to. Facebook, have you ever scrolled through your news feed and you see people that are working out and they're posting sweaty selfies, or people who are cooking healthy meals and posting them on social media? Those are people that you should be reaching out to too, because they're obviously interested in doing things like a Beachbody coach. So they already have the passion, or they'll have the interest in doing it. So those are also good people to reach out to. Another group is working moms. Moms, I know myself and Lauren included, we want to be home with our kids. That was one of our biggest reasons for wanting to start doing Beachbody, is so that we could have the freedom and the luxury to stay home with our children, or go on vacations, or just kind of have a easier schedule every single day, because we have kids and we want to be there for them. Working moms, that, you know, that's a great group of women to reach out to, because a lot of us do want to be home with our children. Again, stay-at-home moms, because a lot of stay-at-home moms are looking for something else to do with their time other than, you know, be at home with their kids and have that downtime, you know, during nap time, or, you know, whenever, and they want to be doing a little bit more, or bring more income to the table, or contribute to their family's finances. So those are great people to reach out to. People you know that could use the extra income. Like I said, if you know someone who is struggling, or someone who's had to cut back on things, or you always see those people that, you know, kind of are they're not negative Nancy's, but they're the ones that kind of talk about, you know, having to cut back, or going through tough times. Those are great people to reach out to, because this could definitely help them. And then this is important to say, because I made this mistake as well. But quality over quantity is so important. You want to focus on having people who want to work the business as opposed to having a huge organization of people who just want to get the discount. Because at the end of the day, you're going to want to find people who work the business because those people are going to contribute to the volume of your team. They're the ones that are going to get their own teams and make your organization more of a wider organization, not such a deep organization. And that all contributes to your bottom line and more money. So you're going to want to find the people. I made this mistake because I just grabbed anybody and everybody who wanted to be a coach in the beginning. And so I have a bunch of coaches, but they drop like flies. Because at the end of the day, you have to be a discount coach and to make it worth that $15 or whatever it is a month to be a coach, they're going to have to be drinking Shakeology. And not everybody wants to drink Shakeology for the rest of their lives. So I was losing a lot of coaches. So that's why it's important to always have people who want to work the business, because those are the people that are going to stick around. And you don't have to worry about dropping rank and stuff like that, which I've gone through multiple times. I've gone up and down in rank a million times since doing this business. And I've definitely learned my lesson. But a big thing about recruiting is getting over that fear. That's probably the biggest thing. People are always scared to approach people and talk about the business with them because they are afraid of what people are going to say, or they're afraid of being judged or whatever. And you have to completely get over that, because at the end of the day, this is going to help your business. You're going to have to reach out to people and talk to people because if you don't, then nothing's going to change. Your business isn't going to change. Your income at the end of the day isn't going to change. Nothing is going to change. So you're going to have to get over that fear and just do it. And it pays off, I promise. Okay, so you're probably thinking, now what do I say to people? Now, I have a bunch of scripts that I'm going to be posting in our group, but these are just some examples of what you can say to people. But whenever you are doing your challenge group, this is something that I would say to my rock stars in there. I would just send them a private message and I would just say, hey girl, you are crushing it with your 21-day fix, or insert whatever program they're doing, transformation. I really appreciate you supporting and encouraging the other members in the group as well. I've really been thinking about it, and what you're doing is a lot like what I do as a Beachbody coach. Is this something you've ever considered? And then you wait for them to respond and get back to you. And you just kind of talk to them about the business and what it does for you, why you love it so much. And again, the biggest thing to do with this is share your story. Don't try to sell them on anything and say, well, we earn, X amount of dollars for this, and we earn a $35 commission on all challenge packs, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, what's going to sell it is your story and what it has done for you and your family and why you love it so much. So that's the biggest thing you need to get across when you're trying to talk to other people about it. This is another one that you can say to people whenever you see people post about, health and fitness, or they're working out and showing their sweaty selfies, or they post a transformation picture or whatever. This is just something you can send them a message about. But again, don't do this out of the blue. Like, make sure you've developed a relationship with this person, just because they're going to think like you're using them or just trying to like sell them something that's not legit or something like that. So make sure you have developed that relationship before you do this. But this is what I say. As long as I have, liked their stuff, commented on their stuff like that, I'll say, hey, Laura, I absolutely love your recent post. Love your little pup is so adorable, and I love how positive you are. I just wanted to let you know, because it's such a nice change to see upbeat and genuine posts when there's a lot of negativity floating around on Facebook. And then you wait for a response, because Noah will be like, oh, thank you so much, blah, 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 blah. And then you'll get back to them and just say, so I was just wondering, have you ever thought about getting paid to help and motivate others with their health and fitness goals, kind of like what you see me do on social media? And then they'll probably get back to you and say, I haven't really thought about that, and blah, 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 blah. And you'll be like, well, I really think you would be great at it, because you're super motivating to other people, including myself. And it's exactly what I do with my business with Beachbody. I would love to send you some more information on it. And then I'll tell you what to do about that. Okay, so tips. Tips when reaching out to other people and recruiting. Develop that relationship first. That's huge, because you don't want to come off as someone just trying to push someone into doing something, or you're trying to sell them on something that's, a scam or whatever. Develop that relationship. Make sure you've liked their pictures. Make sure you've commented on their pictures. Make sure you have sent them messages of just like shooting the shit and talking and just like back and forth. Make sure you don't jump down their throat immediately and be like, be on my team, be a Beachbody coach. So definitely develop a relationship. Don't random message someone you don't know. If you see someone that is like a friend of a friend that commented on someone's photo that pops up on your newsfeed, and do not comment or do not send them a message immediately and be like, hey, have you ever thought about being a Beachbody coach? Don't do that, because it will never work. Ever, 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 it will never work for you. No, they will either write you off, or they will never talk to you, or they will be rude to you or something like that. So don't ever random message someone that you don't know. If you see something like that, just ask to be their friend on Facebook, comment on their stuff, like their photos. Again, develop that relationship. Be genuine, 100%. Don't try to push someone or be salesy or phony. Talk from the heart. Just that's why I feel like people get so nervous when they want to do this, is because they're trying to sell someone on something. If you just are genuine and talk from the heart, and you talk about why you love this business, why you have gotten into it yourself, why you love what you do, how, you know, these challenge groups are amazing for you and for your friends and blah, blah, blah. If you're genuine, it's so much easier to talk to someone as opposed to trying to sell someone on something. So just talk like you're talking to, you know, your mom about it and why you love it. Be aware of groups on Facebook. A lot of us have made this mistake, and a lot of coaches have gotten banned from groups because they have reached out to people in certain Facebook groups. So if you joined a like Tone It Up group, or, you know, If It Fits Your Macros group, or a workout or health and fitness group, whatever, on Facebook, and you start adding people and messaging them about coaching without developing that relationship, you're gonna get banned from those groups. Because I've seen so many times where I'll be in my Tone It Up group or my If It Fits Your Macros group, and people will be like, stop trying to sell, you know, Beachbody products or push It Works products on me, or no, I don't want to be a coach. And they'll post that on the wall of the group, because obviously a lot of coaches are doing it. And those people end up getting banned, you guys. So do not do that. Do not send them messages out of the blue. Definitely, if you're going to be in those Facebook groups, be active in those groups without talking about Beachbody, and then develop a relationship in that group with other women, and then you can message them later after you've friended them. And remember, you want quality coaches. You don't just want any Joe Schmo, because again, if you have just any person off of the street that you don't even know that they want to do this, they, you know, either want a discount or, oh, I don't know, maybe we'll see, you know, they'll be around for 1 or 2 months, maybe. You want people who are going to be around long term. You're wasting your time if you're just going to get a bunch of discount coaches and you're just going to get a bunch of people who do nothing with the business. So remember, you want quality coaches. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is something that works really well for getting new coaches or getting people to learn about what coaching is. You can host a What is Coaching group on Facebook. And there's many ways to do it. You can do a What is Coaching call. That is one night or whatever, and you post a bunch of info or videos in a group page. Or you can do a 3-day sneak peek into coaching. Sometimes I find those work better for me, but it totally is up to you what you want to do and what works best for you. But it's exactly like a challenge group. So you'll set it up exactly like a challenge group in Facebook. You'll do the event page. You'll talk about what it is that you're going to do, a sneak peek into coaching, into a day in a life of what a coach does and how we earn money, blah, blah, blah. And you'll invite every single person that you know again, and then you'll do a separate group page and make it a private group page. And then do your title, whatever it's called, 3-day sneak peek to coaching. And again, we have templates for all of these. So you don't ever have to, you know, think of things to post every single day, blah, blah, blah. We have multiple templates for these, and I'll post them in the group again. But they are also in your file section of your TKO Facebook group and your file section of Wild Republic. So there's a ton of them. But one thing I think is so important, no matter what you do, whether you do a 1-night sneak peek or 3-day sneak peek, whatever, is you need to do a video introducing yourself. Get over the fear of being on camera, do it on your phone, make it a quick video, but do a video of introducing yourself, because at the end of the day, if they join your team, you're gonna be their upline. They need to know who you are. They need to know what you're about. They need to feel like a connection with you. So, and the best way to do that, to get to people to feel comfortable so that they know who you are, is to do a video of yourself and introduce yourself, talk about the business, talk about why you love it, talk about what it's done for you and your family, stuff like that. But that's so important to put in those groups. And if you guys have any questions about running a What is Coaching group, you can always reach out to me. I've done a million of them, so I can definitely help you guys. Okay, so if someone wants to know more about coaching and they send you a message and they say, great, I would love to get more information. You know, if you send all those messages before about to your challengers or to people that you see on Facebook or wherever. So when someone comes back and it's like, yeah, I would love to have more information. This is what you'll say. You'll say, great, I have a couple of videos I would love for you to watch. What is your email so I can send them to you? And then I have a email template that I'm sure some of you have gotten from me that has 2 videos. Actually, it has a video and a call that you can pull up on your computer, but it has 2 things in there, and it tells them about the business. One is from Beachbody, and then one is, I think, from Janelle Summers, and it talks about exactly what coaching is, gets into, you know, why we love it, why they love it, how it's not a get rich quick scheme, or, you know, a pyramid scheme or anything like that, because that's one of the objections we'll run into is, oh, that pyramid scheme. And it's not. First of all, those are illegal. Second of all, not at all. Those are completely, our organization is designed as a way that everybody you definitely can outrank someone above you. You don't have to, like, a pyramid scheme is where someone at the top earns all the money and everybody below them can never earn more than the person at the top. And that's not remotely how Beachbody works. Someone at the bottom, 5 levels below someone, can earn more than someone at the very top of someone's organization. So if anybody says that, they're wrong. But anyways, getting back to what I was talking about. Okay, so whenever they say that, you'll say, great, I have a couple of videos I would love for you to watch. What is your email so I can send them over? So then you will send them an email with that email template that I sent you, and I'll post that in the group as well. And you'll just tell them to watch the videos and let them know what a good time is for them to get back to you, so you can get back to them so you can go over any questions they may have. This is where the fortune is in the follow-up, because you need to follow up with them, not the next day, maybe give it 2 days or something, but you need to nail down a time to get in touch with them, so you can get them on the phone. Phone calls are phone calls are magic here, and it's because they definitely are. When you can relate to someone over the phone and ease someone's fears over a phone conversation, it's so much easier than trying to have a conversation over Facebook Messenger or, you know, texting or whatever, or them trying to make up their own minds by themselves. The best thing to do, no matter what, if someone says I'm interested or not interested, is at the end of the day, get them on the phone. So you can talk to them, ease their fears, and answer their questions. So always nail down a time when you can get back to them so they can, you can go over all of their stuff with them. Okay, so how to sign them up. So whenever they say sign me up, this is what you're gonna do. And you all did this with me or Lauren or whoever your upline coach is. They will go through your website. So you'll send them to beachbodycoach.com/whatever your screen name is. And they will click on the green icon in the middle that says coach. So you want them to purchase a challenge pack with them, unless they are a previous challenger. If they're already a challenger, then they already have a challenge pack, whatever. But if they are just a new person that hasn't bought a Beachbody product before, you definitely want them to have a challenge pack, because it will set them up for success. We all know at the end of the day, we cannot be successful with this business if we are not posting that we're using the products, that we're doing the workouts, that we're drinking Shakeology. And the only way for them to get completely set up so that they will have success is if they have a challenge pack to get started. So definitely push for them to get that challenge pack. Some people, I know Brandi Bott says in her videos, New Coach Training, that it is a non-negotiable. She will not let people sign up without a challenge pack, just because, again, she thinks it's a waste of their time. So after you get them to sign up and everything, you'll send them that welcome email that I've sent all of you, or Lauren has sent you. You'll add them to the Wild Republic and TKO Facebook pages, and you'll introduce them. You're going to want to introduce them to them. You'll make a cute little picture on Canva or PicMonkey, and introduce them to the group, because we all like to meet our new coaches and see who's on our team, and it's fun to just, you know, get a little excitement going. And then you're going to want to set up a getting started right call in the next few days. So I would say anywhere from 3 to 5 days after they sign up, have them start going through their back office training. And then you're going to want to get them started on their getting started right call, where you'll talk about them running their first challenge group. And that is so important, so they get started on the right foot. They have, you know, they're ready to go. They have what they need to get started on their first 7-day clean eating group, and they don't have any questions. And then you're also going to want to put them in a new coach training group within the first 30 days. So something like this, if when we run another one, you can always throw them in. You don't have to run your own or anything like that until you are, you know, months into the business, whatever you want to do. But that's so important too, so they can be ready to rock and roll. Okay, so that was a lot of information. And I know you guys are going to have questions. So if you have any questions, just comment below in the questions and I will answer them, because I'm sure if you have the question and someone else probably has it too. And I know I went over a ton of information here, so I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions. But for your homework, tonight, or in the next couple of days, weekend, whatever, I'm not going to do a video every day. It seems like a lot of us are falling behind and need to get caught up. So I think I'm going to space out the videos. It's not really going to be a 14-day new coach training group anymore. It's going to be more of like a 21-day, I guess. But in the next couple of days, your homework is to pick a date you want to be Emerald by, and just write that date down on a piece of paper and put it where you see it every single day. So you know that, again, it's a decision. Who are 2 people that I can sign up as a coach in the next, 7 days, and get it rocking and rolling, so I can start seeing that the money come in and those bonuses come in, because it's such more motivation when you get those checks and you see that you earn X amount of dollars more and you didn't really have to do anything for them. So be Emerald, make it a goal to be Emerald, pick a date for you to be Emerald by. And then also start going through your Facebook page and start making notes of like who you think will be good at this business because they're already posting about health and fitness. Those are the people that you want to, make a note of so that you can reach out to them again. And then start recruiting. Again, start talking to people about the business. Start talking to your friends, your family, whoever you think that might want to do this or would be good at this. Start talking to them about it. And then again, talk to them about why you love it, what it's done for you and your family, why you're obsessed with it. That's what's going to sell it. So definitely talk to those people. But that's about it, you guys. That's all really I wanted to go over today. I mean, that's a lot, actually. Let me see how I change my screen back. Stop. Working? Okay. So I hope this was helpful, you guys. Let me know what questions you guys have, because I'm sure you had a lot. That was a lot of info. I'm going to be posting all of those templates, all those scripts or whatever to talk to challengers and potential coaches too. So you will have them in the group. But make sure that you watch this by, let's see, when should I do my next video? Let's do it by Monday. I'll post the next video on Monday and we'll start spacing it out. So let me know if you guys have any questions, and then I will get back to you this weekend. I hope you guys have a good Friday. Bye.